I've never been a huge Deadpool fan, although I do love the Ryan Reynolds movies. So Deadpool in Marvel's Midnight Suns feels out of place for me. And yeah, I wish his MS uniform didn't have that stupid wizard hat. But anyways, Deadpool's kit is almost entirely built around his Enfuego system. So, essentially, each time you KO an enemy with a Deadpool ability, you're gonna build your Enfuego meter. Once that meter fills, it adds a stack of Enfuego, and then the meter resets. Now, Deadpool is going to lose some effectiveness when taking damage, which, to be honest, doesn't sit well with me. Wade is the punching bag because he's got the hots with Lady Death, and literally can't die. So, why does he have a passive that punishes him for getting hit? Let alone why that passive that heals him, which is useless if you don't get hit in the first place. I like his cards, and I like that Nolan North is bringing back the Merc's Mouth, as opposed to feeling out of place as Avengers Iron Man, but ultimately, he feels at odds with himself. He works with the more serious Blade and Hunter, but his core kit feels unsure about what it wants to be. If he's a glass cannon, he doesn't need self-healing randomly. He could be on KO or something because you want him not to get hit. If he's meant to be a safe DPS dealer, then Enfuego just doesn't work. After you level up on Friendship to at least a level 5 or level 6, all I can say is it gets better, which is sort of the way his character goes, from goofy to kinda stoic. As soon as he's more or less accepted into the team, his tone changes a bit and his conversations get more serious as he gets to know Hunter. As someone who read every Deadpool up until like 2013, I came away impressed with some of these conversations. That being said, it's still fine if you go through all of that and didn't like him, or if you don't like him enough to power through leveling his friendship up. He's not for everyone. Also, if his draw card had him draw Deadpool cards, or had any mods or upgrades that drew Deadpool cards, he'd feel a lot better. Building Enfuego feels like a chore more than anything, and feels dictated by the deck stack you're given in a mission. It feels like I have to play my other characters suboptimally in order for him to shine, which I guess fits the character. He wants to be the star, so you better guard him so he gets cooking. But yeah, one change I'd make is to have him be able to draw his own cards specifically so Enfuego can be built easier. Right now, it feels like you have to go out of your way to do so, whereas characters like Captain Marvel and Ghost Rider can build their charges relatively easily throughout a mission without sacrificing the way you play. To give credit where it's due, to me, at least he feels like he has an absolute ton of unique dialogue.
Something's wrong. Something's changed.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm gonna go with new benches?
After over a dozen hangouts with him, he is still telling new jokes or stories every time. I haven't compared this to other heroes explicitly, but it feels like it's more than they have. Another example is he has at least 2 unique lines when you cast Iron Man's Mark skill. The other heroes only have 1 unique line for Tony's Mark. I'm enjoying it. The writing seems to fit in since Deadpool isn't as annoying as movie 1, nor does he take attention away from the rest of the characters in fights or campaigns. I have 2 quibbles. The first is I almost wish they had just sold the DLC characters in a pack only. Introducing them one by one means they'll either minimize interaction between them or include this, and in doing so, upset those who buy individual characters who feel like they're locked out of content unless they buy more. And second, I'm not sure I understand how he is supposed to play. It seems the goal is to avoid him getting hit so his Enfuego builds up, but his regen each turn suggests you should let him get hit. While the game overall was rushed, it's fantastic, but especially toward the end of the game, and I mean the very end. You can tell that they didn't get to do a final pass to polish things up. I think there are definitely signs of the main game being rushed and pushed out to meet Christmas before it was ready. There's a lack of polish and gaps in the storyline that suggest this. I doubt Deadpool was rushed in the month since release, as DLC launching 1 month later was probably already mostly developed when the game launched. I don't actually think Deadpool is subpar, and I'm also enjoying the DLC for what it is. It just feels that people are disappointed that there isn't more of the DLC, and I kind of think that's unfair. I actually really like Deadpool's mechanic, and I don't find him underwhelming. His deck is pretty good and plays really well with Light Hunter. His first mission was quite fun. His design is pretty great. His dialogue is on point, and he seemed pretty fun from his default deck. So, if anything, I believe the DLC, while not perfect, definitely saves the game in a lot of places, and surprisingly, many people feel the same. What do you think about the Deadpool DLC? How was your experience with the character? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe for more content like this, and as always, thanks for watching.